welcome back to my channel, Jamie from Colors. I'm Jamie, and today is our last hair tutorial in this particular mini series. This will be fun. It's like a grayish silver color, which I thought would be great because maybe we can do the hydrangeas like blue next time or another time. That'll be fun. So yes, gray silver hair. Today is the 22nd of February when this is going up, which is my birthday, so that's exciting. Happy birthday to me. Not really. I mean, our birthday is important to you. I don't know. I've never thought birthdays were that important. My husband thinks birthdays are really important though, so he tries to do good things and it'll be a fun day for me. But today's actually Valentine's Day when I'm filming this, so yeah, he's at work though and all my kids are at school, so I hope they're having a fun time celebrating Valentine's Day while I'm home alone, which I don't mind at all. So this picture is from the Colored Wild by Emmanuel Collin. This one, I have it written on the back which one they're from. This is from book 2. I will have a link to the Etsy shop where you can buy all 3 of these books if there's something you want. But you do this hair tutorial on any girl. Don't think you have to have this picture to practice the hair tutorial. Pull out your Hannah Lynn book, pull out your Hannah Carlson, your Jasmine Beckett, Griffith, whatever you have that has hair and practice these. That's just fine. Let's see what else. So like I said, this is the last one. This is number 10, which means next week on Wednesday and Friday we're gonna finish a couple more of these pictures. We finished 2 already, so you can go back and watch those. We did this black-haired girl. I thought she turned out really pretty. We've been using pan pastels and then Prismacolors to finish these, and then our blonde girl, which was our first tutorial. We finished her as well, so you can go back and look at those pictures. We also have a brownish purple haired girl, a blue haired girl, a auburn, a red, a brown, a blue to turquoise, and a purple to pink. So if any of those interest you, they're in the playlist, so go back, watch them, yeah, get some ideas. All right, I think that's it. Let's zoom in and get started. Okay, here we are all zoomed in. I've made sure my pencils are nice and sharp. So let's get started here. We're gonna start by putting we're not gonna do a base coat this time because we're gonna use white to blend, and I don't think we need to lay white down. So let's actually go in with our darkest color, which is going to be Slate Grey 936. All the pencils I use are going to be linked down below, so there's a list of all the pencils I'm using. You can look at that first and pull them all, and then there's also a link of where you can purchase them, either as a set of 150 or open stock, and I'll have a little box up here that says what color I'm using so you can follow along with me. So you can always look at the screen and know exactly what pencil I'm using. So we're going to start with Slate Grey. This is 936 in the Prisma Premieres, and we're going to put this in the shadows. So all of our strokes are going to be the same. We're going to set our pencil down in the deep dark shadow, and then we're going to pull out, lifting our pencil as we pull out, so that when we end our stroke, our pencil is not on the paper. So it's like a little flick, flick, flick. We want a nice sharp pencil for this. I've been trying different pencil sharpeners because my electric one is having issues. I think I might take it apart because I kind of miss it. I might take it apart and see if I can figure out if I can fix it. Something's stuck in it or something, because I do miss having it. So I'm just putting that in the deep dark shadows. But I'll link some manual pencil sharpeners that I've been using and liking down below. I just use a lot of pencils and Prismas, and so I don't know. I don't want to waste time sharpening pencils. I just want to stick them in an electric sharpener and know they're done. So just keep going, just keep flicking this in the deep, dark shadows. There we go. Just like that. I'm just gonna do that all over. I'm gonna try to leave my paper in the same place and not move it around, but you feel free to rotate your paper however you need to get that flicking motion, because you always want to be moving in the direction that the hair is moving. You never want to go perpendicular to the hair, because we want to look like we have hair strands, you know? So we're flicking this in. I got a little shadow right there we're going to put in. Okay, let's move down her braid. So we're going to put this in the shadow. So just flick it here at the bottom of this leaf. Okay, and then where the braid, this piece is going under, so it's going to have a shadow here. And this one is going under right here, and then behind the ear. Okay, and then this one's going in right here. Shadow right here from the other piece of hair. We just follow it down. So anywhere the hair is going behind another piece of hair, or coming out from underneath, or coming out from behind the head, anywhere that something else is going to cast a shadow on that piece of hair is where we want to flick in this darkest color. Just keep flicking all the way down this braid. Everywhere there's a shadow. I'm not using a lot of pressure. If I did that, it wouldn't flick nicely. It's very light. My pencil's nice and sharp. If it gets dull, it's going to be harder to get that nice crisp strand of hair. Way down as my gets smaller, my stroke gets smaller, but I'm still doing the same stroke. Okay. All right, our next color is going to be silver, 949. This is kind of fun. I don't use the metallic pencils very often, so I just thought this was a fun opportunity to incorporate it. So yeah, this is the I love it when my camera shuts off in the middle of a sentence. So this is the silver metallic pencil from the Prisma Premier pencil. So it's right there in the same pack. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to set our pencil down in the deep dark shadow all the way back where we started with the steel blue. And we're just going to flick past it so that it comes out further, but that we get to kind of blend those colors a little bit because you're going over the steel blue. So we're just going to start back here and then flick. Get that in there. This is a very light hair color, but it's really fun. This metallic, don't let it scare you. It might look a little different, look a little funny, but it's all going to blend together when we get it finished. So don't be afraid of it. It's just fun. If you don't like it, grab a gray, you know, kind of a mid gray color. So we're just flicking it right out from that steel blue, blending together. I'm sorry if my hand is casting a shadow. Still working on lighting, guys. I don't know what to do. If anybody has any suggestions, I think some of it is my camera and some of it is my lighting. I'm hoping that I'm fixing a lot of it in editing and that you're not being affected by it. Okay, we're always flicking in that color, never doing perpendicular, always moving in the way of the hair, not putting too much pressure, having a sharp pencil. All those things are going to help us get this hair color in. Okay, so we just go down the braid doing the same thing, flicking out from that steel blue, from those shadows. And as we move down the braid, our strokes are just going to get smaller. Just flicking out, getting it in there. Be meditative. I'm just kind of zone out when I'm doing this. Forget that I'm filming and I should be talking to you guys. So just flick it in there. These strokes are just getting smaller as the braid's getting smaller. Okay, looking good. All right, next one we're gonna take is, I'm gonna use French Gray 50%. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put it back in the deep dark shadow and just flick it out. So this is almost a little darker. It's just a different tone, so it's hard to tell if it's darker than the silver or lighter. So I'm not gonna go too much past that silver color. We put down, kind of stay in that same realm, and then we will fade out the color with some lighter colors. This is more putting a tone in the hair than it is lightening it. So, but do the same thing, that same flicking motion, not a lot of pressure, keeping my pencil sharp. Just flicking it in. Moving in the direction of the hair and leaving that highlight in the middle of each of these bumps of the braid. Just shortening my stroke as I get to the bottom where it's so much smaller. Okay. Beautiful. Now we're going to go to our 20% French Gray, which is going to be lighter, but we're going to start it all the way back in that deep dark shadow and pull it all the way through and past that French Gray. Start to really fill in that color. So this is still the same flicking motion, it's just a lot longer. So I'm still ending with my pencil above. Does that help? Still ending with my pencil above the paper. It's just a longer stroke. Okay, just to fill in that area there. Same stroke, just longer. Alright, then down the braid, the same thing. That same flicking motion. Moving in the direction of the hair. The only color we have left is white, so pull as much of that as you want together. Which I want most of it put together, maybe a few little highlights, but not too much. But if you want more of a highlight, then just don't pull it as close together. Leave more of a gap there that you can use the white in. Alright, so let's grab that white. We're going to do the same thing. Just flick it in, and it's just kind of blend a little bit in those areas that we've left for highlights. I'm going to move in the direction of the hair and use it to blend a little bit. Pull those colors in together. But I don't want to lose the individual hair strand kind of look. So I don't want to blend it smooth. I'm just kind of pulling some of the colors together. And giving that highlight that nice little pop there in that highlight area. Just putting this on those little highlights to help blend the hair a little bit. Pull it together, get that nice silvery gray color. I think it's really pretty. Nice cool tone. Still moving with each strand. I just not going over everything, you know? Just where I want it. Center of each of those bumps. Okay, then we can zoom out and take a look. See if there's anything we want to add. Is there anything that we need to darken? And this, you know, we may take that steel blue and just put it in a few spots that we might think need a little more shadow. Maybe we lost a little bit. Not too shabby. Way pretty. I think this girl would look great with like the blue hydrangeas and kind of keep everything in that cool toned. I just think it'd be really pretty. So that is our 10th and last tutorial in this hair series. We might come back and do another hair series later in life, but right now I think we have looked at quite a few different ones and I have enjoyed it. Like I said, on Wednesday and Friday we'll finish up a couple of more of these girls with some pan pastels and some Prismacolor. So come back for that. It's a lot of fun. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That really helps me out. If you subscribe and hit the like button, makes me feel good about myself and helps me to continue to put out these videos. So right now we're at like 580 almost of subscribers in less than a year, and so that makes me feel pretty good. Like maybe I'm doing something right or you're enjoying what I'm doing. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. Anything, I'd love to hear from you guys. So, and I try to respond to everything. I might not respond right away because I have little kids. I have a life that I have to, I don't always want to live, but I have to live. So, but I do try to respond within a day or two. So, yeah, do that, subscribe, push the bell icon, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you're enjoying these and want me to continue to put out some videos for you. And we can continue to improve our coloring and relax and have a good time together. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.